Lynn's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to count Abraham and I'm going to count. Here's the body's a body. Oh, here comes Leo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Good thing we can count women.
Very few people.
Maybe the Russian men.
Wait till next month, when they're all on cruise. There's no cruise going on a cruise.
USB-C cable.
Yes.
So
Beth's left.
I think I stayed
Beth's
in there
gonna
when
hook
you
up
got
with
this one.
them
Yes,
in
and
Lisbon.
Frank,
Okay.
Marty,
Mary and,
Mary,
Thank you.
Tony.
Eli and Stan. Okay. Leo and Lynn. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're
No, they're
10.
not.
And Abraham.
They bought their place, you know.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
in a place.
Yeah, they just moved. Too much
Yeah.
more.
You know, that's six, that's half of the group, that's half of the people that.
Yeah, Lynn's here. Leo's here.
Linda?
Rears its ugly head.
Yeah, I don't.
What's the what?
No,
I'll get it.
Hey, Linda, you have one job tonight. You have one job tonight.
Candles.
No, remind me to take home the flowers.
Oh, okay.
I'm not responsible for the Aliyah story. Talk to the powers that be outside and tell me you want to do them. Linda, talk to the powers that be outside and tell me you want to do them.
Say that again? Say that again?
Talk to the powers outside and tell me you want to do them.
Oh, I already got it.
You got it?
Ashley came and told me I'm doing candles. Here we go, they're coming in.
And you're, Jonathan, you're going to introduce me to do the part.
Yes.
Okay. Did you notice how
Pardon? Yeah. No, no. And this you're going to do in English. This how about that? Yes, you're gonna do it. Yeah.
gotta show you. One of my long time.
Oh, we got held up. Where were you? I don't know, something
an hour, and we'll talk more.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
cool.
It is. It's just.
I mean, your location.
Now,
Gotta finish,
sometime
have
now,
the rest of the report.
Yeah.
anyway, friends,
Jennifer,
work
what is doing?
There.
there.
Doesn't stop.
Wait, Joni lives just over a mile. My former intern was 2 miles away.
Do you have, what kind of parking?
So there is parking.
You get two spaces?
So
Oh.
15 minutes.
Okay.
And whenever you find it,
That's good, yeah. Well, she got back.
so we could buy a spot if we wanted, but we don't need. Better be there. There is a parking.
You can use Uber.
Oh,
Even like grocery.
but yeah, so the building does have a parking. At least. So it's 381. That's cheap. That's cheap.
We're paying $100.
But we can buy 10 tap park for and they have 20 hours. We know we're
What a location. You're right. How far are you from the river?
about 3/4 of a mile north. We're at the farther northern.
We almost moved in an apartment on the river. Two apartments. One has a little park, lake, building itself on the river, but it's
How many people was there?
South of the river, or north.
north. And they wanted, and this, we're talking now,
Tony wasn't there, Mary?
2000. 650
Hey, those
But
to buy, which I thought was okay, but we were missing $30 grand. Maybe we'll not doing stuff. And then we got into the parking, and the monthlies were just way too much.
so very first time 479 right there. But yes. Older building.
They're gonna
Yeah, that's what. Because it's so.
And you can walk. Then you have the path on the lake. I mean, that's,
For one building.
that's
Are you familiar with the two East Ferentro buildings?
I love it. I lived a block away, lived up railway. Fishing.
Yeah.
They came out the whole thing. And it was only a block away. Lake. And it was great because I could run up and Oh, that's really, those are, then we said, the other thing we said, what are we going to do in winter? Loan all our money buying this apartment. What do we do? We can't. And if, Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad.
Let's turn to the middle of page 124 of our prayer books and page 1 of the Satellite Siddur for those joining us by live stream, and we'll read together. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be for all who enter the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. Well, good evening and almost Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm happy to be sharing the Bima with Jonathan Greenfield, who will be our cantor this evening. I welcome all of you to our final summer Shabbat service. I just want to share that it's been a wonderful experience for me working alongside Cantor Harry, Frank Weinberg, and almost Jonathan Greenfield. We just started. Thank you. It's been both an honor and a privilege to lead summer services with you this year. Rabbi Gross, thank you. Rabbi Gross will be back next Friday to lead us into the high holy days. I hope you had a great week as we're coming together and celebrate Shabbat as a family. And for those joining us live stream, I hope you found the Satellite Siddur so that you can participate in tonight's service. So let's make tonight's Shabbat official by inviting Linda Reitzis to light our Sabbath candles as we rise and turn to page 120 of our prayer books or page 1 of the Satellite Siddur.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Let's continue reading together. Bless all who enter the sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvosav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'rotzavanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Please be seated. Let's turn to page 125 of our prayer books. Where has the week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished? Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat abide. Let's read together. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time. Contain the retreat of the hours and days from the grasp of frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world this day. On this day, Shabbat abide. May these Shabbat hours of rest and renewal, now begun, open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise for us all.
We'll continue on page 142 in the prayer book. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashorei, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachoni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zeichem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We continue with Chatzi Kaddish on page 144 or page 2 on the way book. Yiskadal v'diskadash shemei rabba v'yomo divra kirusei v'yamlech malkusei b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchayedecho beish Yisroel Bahagola uvizman korim v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbo mevorach leolam leomei omayo Yisborach v'yishtabach v'yisroar v'yisroman v'yisnaseh v'yishadar v'yishaleh v'yishalom shemei dechudisha berechu le'elo min kol berchoso v'shirasa tushbechoso v'nechemoso tahamirom bi'olmo v'imru amen. Oh, please rise and turn to page 146 of your prayer book or page 3 in the satellite Siddur. Baruch Hu es Adonai hamavorach, Baruch Adonai hamavorach, leolam voed.
You may be seated. Let's turn to the top of page 149 of our prayer books, page 3 of the satellite Siddur. Praise to you, Adonai our God, for whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Together, Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows.
Baruch atah Adonai hamavorim avarim.
Amen. Now let's turn to the middle of page 150 of our prayer book and we'll read together. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our day. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people, Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai ohev yamo Yisroel. Page 152. Shema Yisroel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem kevod malchuso leolam voed. V'yahavto es Adonai Elohecha v'chol 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 nafshecha v'chol miodecha v'hayu harvorim ha'ele asher anochi mitzocha hayom alevovecha v'shinanto levonecha v'dibartam bom v'shivtecha b'veisecha uv'lechtecha b'derech uv'shamtecha uv'chumecha Ushartam leos al yodecha, v'hayuletotofos bein einecha. Ushartam al mezuzos beisecha, uvishorecha. Leman tiskeru, v'yosisem es kol mitzvosai, v'chayim lekadshim le'elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Asher hotzeitzi v'yochem mitzeretz mitzrayim leos lochem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem. Amen.
Let's turn to the top of page 157 in our prayer books, or page 5 of the Satellite Siddur. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, and together, that there is no way to get from here to there, except by joining hands, marching together.
Top of page 158 in our prayer books and 5 in the Satellite Siddur. Micha mocha boelim Adonai, Micha mocha nodir bakodesh, nora tehilos, osefele, malachus oro benecha, becha yom lifnei Moshe u'marim, ze'eli onu hamaru, Adonai yimloch le'olam voed, v'nehemar kipado Adonai es Yaakov, v'golo mayad chachad mimenu, Adonai, Baruch atah Adonai, Goel Yisroel.
Let's turn to the middle of page 161, bottom of page 5 in the Satellite Siddur. Give us a place to rest, Adonai, our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Let's read together. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours.
Please turn to page 161 and page 6 in the Satellite Siddur. And we sing together?
Wrong page,
Pardon?
wrong page.
161?
No, we just did that.
Okay, that's what I've... Anyway, you guys have it.
We're going to do HaPorei Sukkot. Shalom.
Baruch. Pardon?
Right. Go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai HaPorei Sukkot Shalom Oleinu v'al kol Yisroel. Baruch atah Adonai Haborei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisroel V'al Kol Yisroel V'shamru V'nei Yisroel Es HaShabbos Lasos Es HaShabbat Lidoritam Baris Olam V'shamru V'nei Yisroel Es HaShabbos Lasos Es HaShabbat Lidoritam Baris Olam B'nei Yisrael, Mosei Leolam, Ohei Leolam, Vishamru, B'nei Yisrael, Es HaShabbos, Lasos Es HaShabbos, L'Toratam Baris Olam. Ki sheish yomin aso Adonai, Es hamamayim v'es v'oreh v'shamru v'nei Yisrael es HaShabbos lasos es HaShabbos l'toratam baris olam ki sheish yamin aso Adonai es hamayim v'es v'oreh v'shamru V'nei Yisrael es HaShabbos lasos es HaShabbos l'toritam baris olam u'v'yom hashvi'i Shabbos v'nofash v'shamru v'nei Yisrael es HaShabbos Lasos es HaShabbat, l'toritam baris olam.
As we turn to the tefillah, the core of our Shabbat service, I ask that you please rise as we turn to page 164 in our prayer books, page 7 in the satellite Siddur. Either read silently through page 179 or say internally whatever you're feeling at this time. We'll come back together once everyone is seated on page 180.
Messed that up. On page 180. Oh, say shalom bimrama. Uyase shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisroel. Vimru, imru, amen. Yase shalom. Yase shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisroel. Yase shalom. Yase shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisroel. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisroel. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisroel. V'ne'emar, amen.
How wonderful, O God, are the works of your hands. The heavens declare your glory. The arc of sky displays your handiwork. In your love, you have given us the power to behold the beauty of your world, robed in all its splendor. The sun and the stars, the valleys and the hills, the rivers and the lakes, all disclose your presence. The roaring breakers of the sea tell of your awesome might. The beasts of the field and the birds of the air bespeak your wondrous will. In your goodness you have made us able to hear the music of the world, the raging of the winds, the whispering of the trees in the wood, and the precious voices of loved ones reveal to us that you are in our midst. A divine voice sings through all creation. Let's please turn to the middle of page 371 of your prayer book, page 9 in the Satellite Siddur. The Misha Barak prayer is for those who are in need of healing, healing of mind, healing of body, healing of spirit, healing for national or international upheaval, or for any need whatsoever. We have been asked to offer prayers for our JCM members and family. For Marty Holtz, Leah Jacobson, Joan Thompson, Bert Thompson, Bert Posner, Roberta Schwartz, Jane Barron, Joanne Blau, Shirley Posner, Larry Satcher, Beth Pavlo, Stephen Roberts, Herb Wallach, Carol Gross, Aaron Alter, and our JCMI friends and extended family. For all the people, mostly students, injured at Annunciation Catholic Church in Minneapolis during a shooting while celebrating Mass. Tal Ora Bat Shara, Robert D. D'Onofrio, John Vernon, Kayla Monasterio, Julie Fitzgerald, Susan Donahue, Margaret Gallivan, Pamela Michael, Gary Singer, Mary Ann Mulligan, Peter Giori, Linda Ganon, Christy Raymond, Brandon Ben Sharon, Roger Andruski, Teddy Emerson, Steve Dukeman, Rosa Footlick, Barbara Kretschmar, Jay Ormland, Mary Finnesan, Pete Carochi, Henry Berner, Bill Cookson, Denise Sparks, Lenora Savannah, Debbie Jarris, Paula McLeaver, Sandy Footlick. Please raise your hand if you would like to add anyone to the list. Misha Bear. Anyone else? So please join our cantor this evening in singing the Misha Bear prayer.
Misha Be'era Avoseinu Mekor Havracha Limoseinu. May the source of strength, who bless the one before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Be'era Imoseinu Mekor Havracha Liavoseinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema. the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Now I invite our president, Stan Elker, for tonight's Kiddush and Hamotzi, as we rise and turn to page 123 of our prayer book, page 10 in the satellite Sidor.
The seventh day is consecrated to the eternal God. On Shabbat, eternal sign of creation, we remember that we are created in the divine image. We therefore raise the cup in thanksgiving. Let us read together at the top of the page. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagofen. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzavanu b'shabbat kosher b'hava v'rosen hichotanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hiyem t'chilo l'mikroi kodesh zecher etzias Mitzrayim v'yivonu v'chata v'yisana kidashta mikol ha'amim b'shabbat kosher b'hava v'rosen hichotanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Stan, if you wouldn't mind scooching up front and cutting up the bread while our cantor does the hamotzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Tonight's Parsha will be given by the one and only Mitch Braun.
Thanks, Jonathan.
And I'll let you start.
This week's parasha, Shoftim, begins with the words Shoftim v'shatrim tichtem licha b'chol she'arecha. You shall appoint judges and officers for yourself in all your gates, which centers on the pursuit of justice as the defining principle for the Israelite society. Right away, the Torah introduces a central theme, justice. In fact, one of the most famous lines in the Torah appears in this parasha, Tzedek, Tzedek Turdaf, justice, justice you shall pursue. This call is not just a slogan, but the backbone of a fair, compassionate community. Why is the word justice repeated twice? Elders offer many explanations, and one powerful idea is that justice must be pursued justly. The ends don't justify the means. We must use fair methods in the pursuit of fairness. So why repeat justice twice? It has been suggested as to emphasize the urgency and unrelenting nature of this pursuit. Justice in law and justice in practice, in our courts and in our daily lives. Justice isn't just what we demand of others, it's what we ask of ourselves in every choice and interaction. Even small acts of fairness matter, collectively shaping a just society. The Torah says to appoint judges and officers in all your gates. The gates are the entrances to the cities, places of commerce, conversation, and community life. The Torah is telling us, don't just put justice in the courtroom, but also put it where people live. Bring fairness into everyday life. These figures must be impartial, shunning favoritism and corruption. Crimes are investigated with precision, requiring at least 2 credible witnesses for conviction. Just judges must embody wavering integrity. Leadership itself is only as strong as its commitment to fairness. But there's another layer here. The verse also says, for yourself. It is believed that this hints that every person must appoint judges and officers inside themselves to govern their own behavior. The judges are our inner sense of right and wrong. The officers are the discipline to follow through on those decisions. So Parashat Shoftim is not only about building a just society, it's also about becoming a just person. Shoftim also discusses different forms of leadership: judges, kings, priests, and prophets. Each has a role, but Each has a role, but none is above the law. Even the king must read a Torah scroll and carry it with him, reading it daily. Why? So that they stay humble and don't think they're better than the people they lead. Everyone is accountable. Shoftim is unique in how it frames communal responsibility. If a murder victim is found in a field and the killer is unknown, the elders of the nearest city must perform a ritual to publicly affirm their innocence. This communicates that leaders are answerable not just for their own actions, but for the tragedies they might have prevented. Even in warfare, Israelites are commanded to minimize harm. Before attacking, they must offer peace terms. The Torah even mandates care for the environment, forbidding the destruction of fruit trees in a siege, for man is a tree of the field. Parashat Shoftim is timeless in its insistence that justice is discipline, not just hope. It teaches us to be vigilant in everyday fairness, to hold leaders accountable, and to pursue peace at every opportunity. It also reminds us safeguarding the rights and dignity of the vulnerable, refugees, victims, the environment, its sacred work. How can we live up to justice you shall pursue today? By demanding fairness in our institutions, acting with compassion in personal relationships, and never ignoring the pain of others in our community. In today's world, we struggle with injustice, whether it's in systems, or in our own hearts. Shoftim reminds us that justice isn't someone else's job. It starts with us, in how we speak, how we treat others, how we act when no one is watching. Justice isn't just a one-time decision. It's a constant pursuit. Lead with humility. Be the kind of person who brings justice into the world, one small decision at a time. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat. When I die, what's left of me, give away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved, and if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. Tonight, we offer Kaddish for those observing Shiva, Shaloshim, or Avelut. So tonight, for Frank Caprio, who was a Providence, Rhode Island municipal court judge, who gained international fame for his compassionate and humorous rulings on the viral show Caught in Providence, where he led with humility, bringing justice into the world, one small decision at a time. For 8-year-old Fletcher Merkel and 10-year-old Harper Moisky, 2 children senselessly killed this week during Mass at Annunciation Catholic Church in Minneapolis. And for Lauren Sandler Shepard, David Wise, Dr. Ron Derone, Beverly Kahn. And for our loved ones who we are observing yahrzeit, Willard Aaron, Max Barron, John Bodnar, Beatrice Bolmash, Joanne Kahn, Teresa Cohen, Abraham Cohen, Blanche G. Goldrich, Joseph Goodman, Ruth Krause, and Victoria Rosenberg. No, there's more. Eileen Simon, Shireen Willens, and Ralph Edward Wolf. Is there anyone tonight who's observing Shiva Shloshim or yahrzeit? Oh, we'll come back to that. Sorry. Please rise as we turn to page 598 in our prayer book, page 11 in the satellite Siddur. We'll come back to it. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, bi'alma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'meichon uv'chayei dekol beit Yisrael, ba'agalah v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach li'olamei amei yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yishmaman v'yisnasei, v'yisadar v'yisaleh v'yisalal shemei kudusha baruchu. Leilam kol b'chasa v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imrumav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say, Amen.
Amen. We now move on to page 586
Hold.
or
Yep.
11
No. Go ahead.
in the home version. And we invite.
Stan, who do we have for Elena? Was it George Anesti? George Anesti, if you wouldn't mind opening the ark for Elena.
Aleinu l'shabeach li'adon ha'kol, la'seis gedulo li'otzei bereshis, shelo osanu kuryei horotzos, v'lo somonu k'mishbechos hadama, shelo som helkenu chochem, v'gohor aleinu k'kol amanam, v'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר היום אדוני נפש על כורת ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo echad. We're gonna do it.
Oh, want to do announcements, Stan? You can do it, right? Do them right now. That's all right. I jumped ahead a little bit, but that's all right. We're right back on. Thanks, Leo, for reminding me that we missed Stan.
Well, thanks, Mitch.
But you see,
Shabbat.
you're up doing the wine, and so I just got it all confused.
Okay, Shabbat Shalom. Greetings from our board of directors and a few announcements. I welcome visitors worshiping with us tonight and I invite you to stay on hand for the Oneg Shabbat following services. Tonight's Oneg was coordinated by Mary Pinto, Mitch Braun, Bob Jarrett, Heather Greenfield, Sandra Heckler, and Lynn Wilk. Our lovely flowers are donated by Jonathan and Heather Greenfield in honor of our cantor Jonathan. Current details of everything going on in congregational life can be found at our website, in our monthly newsletter, The Messenger, and in the semi-weekly email notifications we send out to membership. Tonight, I'll remind everyone, the office will be closed on Monday, September 1st, in observance of Labor Day. You can find the High Holidays full schedule around the building and on the website. The Chess Club meets here at JCMI every Tuesday from 9:30 to 12. Please contact Irv Pavlov. Pony Canasta is Thursday at 12 p.m. here at JCMI. If you're interested in playing, please contact Linda Reitzes. The Women's Book Club flyer is around the building and on our website for the season so you can start your reading early. The office sells memorial candles, so if you have a need, you can find them there. Do not forget to bring in food for those in the community who are less fortunate when you come on Fridays, or leave a donation in the tzedakah box. And that's it, thank you. And George and Esther, you've already done what I was going to introduce you for, so thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Our closing prayer will be found on page 625 or page 12 on the home version. Adon olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'es nasa behepsa kol azayin melech shemo nikra v'yahare kekos hakol levado yimloch nora v'hu hoya v'hu hoya v'hu yiyeh Besifora v'hu echad v'ein sheni lehamshilo lechad bira b'li reshis b'li sachlis v'los v'yamikra v'hu eli v'chai goeli v'tzor hevli b'yetz sora v'hu nisi umonos li Menos kosi bayom ekra biachado avki ruchi biesi sho v'yiro v'im ruchi geviosni adonali v'lo imra. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, everyone. Good night.
Good job.